We've gone through a whole regular season, finishing our third season. Very happy for everybody that's here, and especially people who've been here since year one. We're going to get into the award races, who won certain awards. We're going to as well go over the playoff games and who they would face in the next round, things like that nature. Be a quicker video because it's not as many games. Do remember that all playoff games do have to be streamed, no exceptions. Let's get right into it. Let's go look at the playoff games first. We got the 6-seeded Jaguars facing the 3-seeded Houston Texans. Now, I know that the second time these two teams played was, I believe, week 15. Let me go see here. 15, 16. Here it was, week 14. Jaguars did win 27-13. I don't know who the Texans' other loss was. I mean, if they lost the other game or so on and so forth, but it was a dominant game by the Jaguars, especially on the running side, 197 rushing yards. As you can see there, neither quarterback played very well. Najee Harris at 6 carries for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fournette had 67 more. It looks like as well as 29 more by a wide receiver, DJ. So, this is going to be a competitive game. It should be an interesting, This is the one I'm almost inclined to pick the upset. Texans have been down the past few weeks, haven't been playing quite as well. I think I'm going to take the upset. I'm going to take the Jaguars to pull off the win here. We have an AFC East showdown here. The Eagles did win the division. The Giants got the 6 seeds. This is the 3 versus the 6. The Eagles won both meetings they played this year. And I'm not trying to pick all the upsets, but Peso's just playing very, very well lately. And Philly's been up and down. Started the season 6-2, finished, I believe, 10-6. So he finished out the year 4-4. I think I'll take the Giants to pull the upset in this one as well. The Patriots playing at the Browns. The Browns just got absolutely drummed by the Jets, 55-7 last week. Things are not looking well in Cleveland. J-Drop also lost a game to the Saints last week, though, 38-20. Both teams coming off a loss, limping into the playoffs. I know that Tyree Jackson's going to be playing hurt this week, but simply just because he's on the field and the Patriots defense, I'll take the Pats to win this one. And the Falcons at the Seahawks. It's nice to see CJ here in the playoffs for the first time. Nuke was his 3rd consecutive number 5 seed. Last year he was knocked out of the playoffs in the first round by the Bears. The year before that, though, he made the NFC title game from the wildcard spot. So it's going to be interesting. I think I'll take the Falcons to win this one as well. I just realized it took all 4 wildcard teams. That's crazy. But that's what I'm going to go with, though. Let's look at the award races, because I know this is what people are excited about, especially someone like the Bears who have their MVP. I think so. I have to check in a second. Yeah, there it is. MVP winner is going to be Tariq Cohen. I know that Joe Burrow made a run for it the last second in that last game. Deshaun Watson also finished 3rd. Let's look at the Coach of the Year. Looks like it's going to be the Bucs. Never doubted he went 16-0. Big Drip 2nd, but a down year for them. Lost 3 games. Let's go look at the AFC Offensive Player of the Year. It's going to be Jalen Hurd, 97 overall wide receiver from the Jets, followed by his man who's throwing in the ball, Joe Burrow. It's crazy. The Jets took him from a 70 overall at the beginning of last season to a 92 overall. Sean Watson, 3rd in the race. Another Jet, Henry Ruggs up there. Defensive Player of the Year, Jannard Avery is going to hold off Jakeem Polite to win the award. It's great. Lots of XP for the Browns there. Clavon Chasian also finished up there. Let's look at the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Puka Williams, the running back from Kansas City, a 75 overall. He's going to need that XP. That's going to be great for him. Chiefs did finish the year 8-8. Bad year last year. I believe they went 4-12 or something like that, so much improved. Jerry and Ely took over the lead back for the Ravens as well up here, and the starting quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, Holton Ahlers, out of ECU, 3rd in the race. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Brandon Smith. Actually have no idea where this man is from or what college he played at or anything, but he won the award. Followed by Nakobe Dean and Daxton Hill. Best quarterback's going to be Joe Burrow. Best running back's going to be Austin Eckler from the Chargers. That's a great one. I know he's trying to get his X Factor here. He's close. Leonard Fournette finished second, and the rookie for the Jets, Wan'Dale Robinson, finished third. Best wide receiver, this one is going to be obvious. Jalen Hurts, Henry Ruggs are 1 and 2. Best offensive lineman, Shaq Mason, Joe Thuney, and David Andrews, all for the Patriots, leading the way. Best defensive lineman, Jaquipa Light wins here, followed by Myles Garrett and Chase Winovich. Best linebacker is going to be Avery, followed by Chasen and Miles Jack. Best defensive back is going to be Marcus May, followed by Terrell Edmonds and Juan Thornhill. And the all-important kicker award, Greg Zuerlein, the Titans wins. I think the Titans usually win every best kicker award in the AFC. In the NFC, the kicker award, Michael Badgley is going to pull this one in. The offensive player of the year is going to be Tariq Cohen, followed by Jonathan Taylor and Devontae Freeman. Defensive player of the year, Nelson Roach from the Bucs. Jeffrey Okudah is second. Offensive rookie of the year, the other Bucs running back, not Jonathan Taylor, Ross Patton. He had a great year. Both of them just ran wild. I think Taylor had 1,800, something like that. Patton added 1,200 more. Defensive rookie of the year, it's going to be, wow, Nick Cross got passed up the last week of the season by Dorian Hall, Giants. He also had Chris Steele up there. That's great for all of them. Best quarterback, Russell Wilson. He did hold off Sam Ehlinger to win that award. Best running back is going to be Tariq Cohen. Best wide receiver, Scotty Miller of the Bucs. I know that Rieger was hurt most of the year. Probably why Scotty Miller became the lead guy. 4 of the top 5 receivers from the NFC South. Best offensive lineman is going to be Jason Kelsey, followed by Lane Johnson, and the two Giants behind him, Marpet and Ziegler. Best defensive lineman is going to be Cam Jordan, Fletcher Cox, and Aaron Donald behind him. Best linebacker is going to be Roquan Smith of the Bears, followed by rookie Aries Shepard of the Saints. He took him from a 59 overall to an 81 overall in 1 year. Best defensive back, of course, Nelson Roach, followed by Jeffrey Okudah. We've already went over his kicker. That's going to be your award races. That XP will be given during the Pro Bowl week. Should be an absolute ton of XP, especially the younger your guy is. Let's look at who finished with best stats in certain categories, so on and so forth. Your passing yards leader ended up being Deshaun Watson. Passing touchdowns for the 3rd year in a row from the Jets. It's going to be Joe Burrow. Easton Stick, surprise there in second. Interceptions, Josh Allen, 50 interceptions leading the way. Not a good year for any of these guys getting 40 plus. Herbert's a problem. Rushing, looks like Cohen led the way by almost 600 yards over Jonathan Taylor. He did have over 100 carries more than him. But, you know, Cohen just gets the ball almost every play in the Bears offense. Bucs did have, like I said, 2 players finish the top 5 in rushing. Looks like all the top 5 are all from the NFC as well. First AFC is touchdowns, it's going to be Cohen for sure. He finished with 30. Devontae Freeman had 25. Jonathan Taylor had 23. Nobody else even got over 20. Over 19, excuse me. Most fumbles, Holden Ahlers, the QB, out of the Bengals. The highest by a running back, though, was Tariq Cohen. You know, touch the ball a lot, you're going to fumble the ball a lot. He had 6 fumbles. Longest run of the year. Looks like there was 2 98-yarders. Tariq Cohen and Ezekiel Elliott both had 98-yard runs. Receiving, most receptions by Odell Beckham Jr., although his yardage was not near as much as some of these other guys. Jalen Hurd had almost 2,000 yards, followed by Antonio Brown, Henry Ruggs right behind him. Looks like 3,800 yards combined with the 2 Jets receivers and 59 touchdowns. That's just stupid, ridiculous. Let's go see here receiving touchdowns. Jalen Hurd followed by Ruggs, Antonio Brown, and Scotty Miller. Longest receiving touchdowns, CeeDee Lamb of the Jets and Marquise Brown both had 95-yarders. Running back Saquon Barkley with a 94-yarder. Probably a screen pass. Let's go look at blocking. We don't usually look at this. The worst offensive lineman in the entire league this year, wasn't even close, was Jamarco Jones of the Seahawks. 26 sacks. I know he had 8 the first week of the year against Bilal Nichols from the Bears, but not a good year for him. 2 guys only really bad. Everybody else 16 below it's you know, the bad that's forgivable. But Jonah Williams also at 20. Let's see here. Defensively, Fred Warner led the way with 118 tackles. That's a lot of tackles. Good for him. Juan Alexander, second from San Francisco as well, with 111. Followed by Miles Jack. Tackles for loss, 19 by Bradley Chubb led the way. We'll see sacks here. Polite had 32.5, while Avery had 31.5. 28 by Chasen, 24 by Winovich, 24.5. Great for the Patriots. Cam Jordan finished with 25 as well. Interceptions, Nelson Roach and Jeffrey Okudah of the Bucs each ended with 17 interceptions. Looks like Okudah had 9 more deflections. Not sure how Roach won that award. Didn't have more tackles. Probably touchdowns, I would assume. Marcus May did finish with 15. Terrell Edmonds with 13. Juan Thornhill with 12. Eddie Jackson with 11. And a bunch of people with 10. Let's go look at the deflections category. 21 by Kevin Byard. That's great. Usually your safeties are going to get more deflections. But Marlon Humphrey here with 18 as well. Forced fumbles, 8 by Harrison Smith of the Vikings. Fumble recoveries, 4 by Bobby Wagner. Let's see here. Any block kicks? Only 4 block kicks. Jonathan Allen, Baby Monroe, Adrian Colbert, and DeForest Buckner. Safeties. Devin White did get 2, and then a bunch of guys with 1. And finally, defensive touchdowns. Nelson Roach had 5, Roquan Smith had 4, and a bunch of guys, actually 2 guys, Landon Collins, Michael Davis, Eddie Jackson. Let's go look at kicking here. As far as looking at field goal percentage, anyone who made more than 10. Greg Zuerlein went 15 for 15. That's good numbers for him. Looks like the longest field goal of the year was a 64-yarder by Joey Sly. I'll look at punting here. Just going over all the stats. Best average by a punter this year. Chris Jones only punted 27 times. Most punts by the 49ers by a lot. He had 67. And let's check inside 20 just for the fun of it. 17 by the Raiders, only 1 inside the 20 for the Bills punter. Kick returning. Anybody get more than 1? Trevon Diggs did have 2 kick returns for a touchdown. Punt returning, same thing. Anybody get more than 1? That looks like no. There's only 5 that did even return a punt. Alright, that's it for the stats and the predictions videos and everything else. There'll be another one as soon as we advance. Make sure you get these games streamed and get them through, and we can go ahead and advance.